Welcome back, everybody. 2018 World Championships. Tim Baghurst joining you for this match alongside Gustavo Farrell, tournament official, director of officials. A busy week for you, Gustavo.
Yes, great to be here, Tim. Thank you for having me for this last match of the day. We're expecting a very exciting match because Andres Acuña, of course, is playing in front of the host crowd against Mr. Daniel de la Rosa from Mexico.
Well, it was De La Rosa who struck first and took the first point of this match. As we settle in, it's going to be a very entertaining one for sure. Great crowd here. But they saw Acuña skip another one. That's not what he wanted to start this match.
No, and I think Daniel knows very well he needs to get ahead early to keep the crowd out of it.
Replay is our call from our Honduran official. Want to thank all the officials. It's been a great week of officiating. Plenty of drama as usual. Lots of rules discussions, and that's good for the sport.
We had a lot of things come up this week. I'll talk about a few of them as the match goes on. I was just speaking with Fran Davis and with Paola Longoria about the technical ruling that they had called against her in an earlier match.
Well, we'll talk about that during a timeout, perhaps. Always things to discuss and ways that we can improve, but De La Rosa wants to get this match out of the way, get home to the hotel, and prepare for tomorrow.
He's so calm out there, isn't he, Tim?
He does. He can get emotional when matches are close, but you can see he's been in these positions before, plays terrifically. I mean, let's not forget, he is a finalist from 2 years ago. What a shot from him. 4-0 is the lead. And I mean, let's be honest, we're talking about the Costa Rican #1, Andres Acuña, who's put on a show this week as well. Bronze medalist last year at the Pan Am Championships. Acuña is a quality player.
He's very intense.
You heard groans from the crowd because a good serve was called. Wow, that's great to see. De La Rosa. Applause from the crowd. We've seen some of that already today, that fair play between players.
To the benefit of Felipe Arenas, the referee, that is a very hard call to make.
Well, talk about hard shot. Look at that from De La Rosa. We've seen, well, we've witnessed some terrific racquetball all day, and we saw Moscoso just on fire in the match before. De La Rosa says, let me make a statement too. I'm in this for a world championship. What hands from De La Rosa, incredible.
I think this was his game plan. Get ahead, get out early, and silence the crowd.
It's really starting with some good serving, creating the opportunities.
Andres is a little tense. You can see that by some of the skips he's hit.
And again, it's just a nice touch from De La Rosa. Came back to him in the middle, and he just flicks it into the right corner.
I think a timeout would be in order here. If his coaches are paying attention.
Well, we've had plenty of drama on this court all day. I've lost count. I think this is match number 7 or 8 on this court. It's been a long day, but we wanted to give you as much coverage as possible because there were so many great matches today. And let me just update you with some scores. Horn, Galicia. Horn won the first 15-14, was up 13-2 when I left the court. Mercado versus Iwasa. That's Colombia versus Canada. Mercado led 7-6 in game 1. Carlos Keller, Sebastian Franco. Franco won the first 15-14 and was up 1-0. What matches we have going on this evening. And those are rounds of 16. Incredible.
Unbelievable. It's very hard to tell who can win any one of those matches. There's such quality players. They did call the timeout. That was a wise call by the Costa Rican team.
Yeah, I think you and I might have called it a little earlier. You got to call it when you need it. We'll see if it helps Acuña. Another skip from Acuña. You can see he raises his hands. Why did I do that?
Unforced errors.
Probably should have attacked that earlier rather than letting it come to the back. Again, you're playing in front of a huge home crowd. Can create some nerves. De La Rosa put some power behind that serve. It's hard to describe the sound that he creates from it. Acuña, it's all defense from him right now. Oh, De La Rosa skips one. Watch De La Rosa's footwork as he coasts around. He looks so smooth, so balanced. Really nice until that little mistake on the back end.
Amazing how he makes that court look so small.
Indeed. A little slow from Acuña. And again, some of these situations you wonder, he's already played. It was a tough match earlier.
That's right.
Does it take its toll?
This is De La Rosa's first match of the day, right? He had a bye? Or
no, he had a match, but because he's the #2 seed, it was, one might describe a little more routine than Acuña's. That's short from Acuña. That time, De La Rosa looks to the sky. Probably shouldn't have hit that one, he says. Side out, Costa Rica.
He was looking for the element of surprise there and skipped it in.
Well, I should mention we have a terrific lineup coming tomorrow. That looked like a good serve from here. Second serve coming up. I don't know all of them off the top of my head. We'll talk about it here in a second. Oh, that's beautiful. Stunning shot from Acuña. Little applause from his opponent, De La Rosa, appreciating how well he took that. He loves his pinches, Acuña. Oh my goodness. He'll take it.
Arenas should be watching Acuña's front foot. Last serve, it did go over the service line.
Another skip from De La Rosa. Suddenly we're getting into this. 3 serving 8. Can't breathe up here. So many people packed into this court #1. Smart shot, De La Rosa. Well, one of the matches coming up tomorrow. Again, I don't know all of them that will be on our stream. One of them will be Gabriela Martinez from Guatemala facing Samantha Salas from Mexico. That'll be a terrific match.
In fact, I think right now they were setting up all the matches that were going to be played on this court.
And I am fortunate enough to be one of those who helped decide that. We have a committee to decide that because, Gustavo, there's so many countries. We have to try and be representative of all the countries here rather than just putting on the 1 seeds every time. We have to recognize it is a World Championships rather than just a typical tournament.
I believe we have 18 countries.
Indeed. Point given for De La Rosa on a terrific serve into the corner. We will try and get you updates of other scores going on. It's difficult given that we literally can't get out of this court. It's so full. What a serve. If you're looking for how to hit a drive serve, take a video of that one. 10 serving 3.
The ball being used here is a gearbox ball, and it's actually a relatively slow ball in comparison to the green ball we hit a little bit with today.
We hit with the green ball this morning because we'll be at the Senior World Championships in just a couple weeks. You can still sign up for that if you're interested. It's 35, age 35 and up into the 95s. Incredible matches. I think this year we'll have to cap the numbers, our tournament director, Gary Mazeroff, just because of the interest that's growing with that tournament.
Over 200, I'm understanding.
Yeah, I think 220 was what I was last told. Another skip from De La Rosa. He certainly can rip a winner, but he can be a little, I think the word is lackadaisical sometimes, a little too casual, and makes a mistake for 3 serving 11.
It's a 38-foot sidewall, front wall, back.
Broken ball, that'll be a replay. Great competition all week. Another matchup we have coming for tomorrow, which I just can't wait. Moscoso Montoya. What a match that's going to be.
Wow.
I may not sleep tonight. What a great match. We hope you stick with us. We'll be with you from 9 a.m. all the way through the day. It's going to be amazing.
That is going to be an incredible match. No ball will be down.
De La Rosa did get it. Oh my word, no he didn't. Gustavo Farrell, did you see that? What a shot. Through his legs for the flat rollout. Wow.
Quick hands. Quick hands, that's all I can say.
Things like that you just can't teach.
I think those two players tomorrow, Moscoso and Montoya, are in my opinion, two of the fastest on the court. Quickest, I guess, is the word.
No question. Beautiful from De La Rosa. Snap of the wrist, straight down the line, high percentage. Timeout, Costa Rica. Score is 12 serving 3. Just a reminder, once we have the full schedule, I'm just waiting for it now, we'll announce it and we'll get it up on our website. But you can visit and see the matches for tomorrow. It will be on internationalracquetball.com. You can see the full schedule and the draws. Of course, tomorrow there are some round of 16 doubles matches going on tomorrow, but most of them will be the quarterfinals. And so by the end of tomorrow night, we will know who are getting medals. We just don't know what color they'll have. So tomorrow is often the greatest day because there's so much at stake for many of these players. And we also see those potential upsets. Once you get to the semifinals, Gustavo, I mean, really, there is no upset because you're in the semifinal and you're going to be a quality player. But quarterfinals can create some different looks and just a few shocks.
I always say that the quarters and the semis are, you see the best and the greatest matches, players. The final is exciting, but there's a lot of excellent play in the quarters and the semis. Referee-wise, we will stay with a single referee up until the quarters, at which point the players can request lines judges if they so feel they need it in their match.
A wet ball here as we resume. Another match we'll have on our show court will be David Bobby Horn against the winner of Iwasa and Mercado. Iwasa, the Canadian, Mercado, the Colombian. Another skip for De La Rosa.
Same 38-foot side wall, front wall. Splat, didn't make it.
Flick of the wrist from De La Rosa. Again, very smooth on the court. Doesn't ever look like he's out of control unless he's really diving, and then sometimes I worry for him because he really goes for it. But he almost glides with his footwork. He's just very balanced and seems to be always in control. Went for the jam.
That's a good call by Arenas. It could have been possible avoidable, but it was a defensive return.
De La Rosa maybe a little too casual. He might get away with it in the earlier rounds, but not against somebody like Acuña.
Yeah, Acuña was all over that. That was not a smart shot. De La Rosa has to just put it away.
Skip ball De La Rosa. Point for Costa Rica. Oh my word.
Incredible dive. He didn't get it. Obviously got the court wet.
Well, there's the example though, Gustavo, is how De La Rosa really flings his body across the court, and sometimes it's, I just worry one day he's gonna fling himself too hard and hurt himself, but you can't but admire his commitment when he goes for those balls.
Take a moment to say hello to our colleague Gary Mazarov, who wasn't able to make this World Championships. We do miss you, Gary.
What a long rally. Great defense from Acuña. Oh, soft hands from De La Rosa. You have to say that both players had opportunities to win that point. A lot of time long rallies mean that players are making mistakes.
I think De La Rosa actually got a little bit tired on that rally.
Textbook from De La Rosa. Down the line one side, down the line the other, forcing Acuña from one side of this 20-foot to the other.
one of the things we ask the players to do is to keep their eye guards on when in the court. Obviously, to wipe the sweat off of them, they do need to take them off, but we're encouraging them to take all their equipment on the court and take all their equipment off the court.
Which, you know, if a player, for example, takes off their eye guards and racket and leaves it in the court, that could be a technical. And they've been instructed about that this week, just in part because of the professionalism. We want to keep this sport as professional as possible, and the more professional we become, the more visibility we create, and the more sponsors and advertisers will be interested in working with us.
Exactly. You never see a tennis player leave his racket out there on the court when he takes a timeout or in between games, actually just between games.
Oh, unlucky from Acuña, who slipped. But again, De La Rosa really controlling these points. If you look at who's going to be more tired after this first game, you have to say it's going to be Acuña, given how much he's had to chase the ball.
I have to agree with that. I do believe Acuña's in very good shape, though, so we'll
absolutely.
have to see. Both these guys are in good shape. But Acuña, to me, looks like he continues to get stronger and stronger every tournament I see him in.
Yeah, I talked to him earlier this week about his training, and if you follow him on social media, he posts a lot about it. He's really focused on improving his power this year, and it's been obvious. You know, I watched him at the Worlds 2 years ago, and then obviously last year at the Pan Ams, and then this year, and you can really see that he's got both. He used to have a lot of control and touch. Now he's added a little bit of power to his game, and he's generally winning those early round matches fairly comfortably, and it's only when he starts to face one of the you know, dare I say, truly great players in the sport that the weaknesses start to show up. Still, I mean, it's 5-13. We all know that games can change in an instant, so who's to say Acuña can't come back and take this first game?
He's still in it. Great serve.
Acuña will get a replay. Well, you saw the expression of De La Rosa. Not happy with that, but Acuña was there. He got it back.
I think it was a good call.
Yeah.
Felipe Arenas from Colombia is one of our newer referees, and he's done a great job. I do want to recognize all the referees for the effort they put forth. It's not easy.
Well, I'm not sure what the discussion is. Like, did you quite hear it? I couldn't quite hear it. But so I think a replay was called for a wet ball, and I think De La Rosa didn't think it was. Official can call a wet ball at any point during the rally. Doesn't just have to be the serve, which is sometimes common in other national rules.
And the ruling, and the ball is getting wet because the court's wet, but the rule is if the server serves a wet ball knowing it, that would can be called an avoidable side out. But in this case, it just hit a wet spot or hit on the wall, and they replayed it.
Great serve, Acuña. It's also very hard for an official to adjudicate the server deliberately served a wet ball. I mean, how do you know as a referee? Great serve. Nice touch, Acuña. Well, here he comes, a couple of points. De La Rosa 2 points away from this first game. Has plenty of support. Down to my left, Costa Rica. or everywhere. No, says our official. De La Rosa wanted a screen. 8 serving 13.
Acuña is getting a little more comfortable in his play. That's good.
Says Gustavo Farrell as De La Rosa rips one down the left and gets the side out. We can't say things like that, Gustavo, because usually the opposite happens. Well, we hope you're enjoying the coverage we've provided all week here at the International Racquetball Federation. And thanks to everybody who's supported me, guest speakers and players and officials who come in to provide their input. Of course, a couple days ago, we had a perhaps surprise interview with the Secretary General, Luc Senange. Told me it's his first interview in 30 years, if you can believe that. So you can go back through our Facebook feed and listen to that. We'll be putting that on our YouTube channel. We also interviewed our president, Osvaldo Maggi, about some of the future of the IRF, and a lot of exciting things in store, and we've really seen progression over the last few years. In fact, more things are planned, and I learned last night in the World Congress, as did you, about some of the countries developing courts. Really great to hear and exciting as we see De La Rosa breaking the ball. No, excuse me, doesn't. Gets game point number 1.
One of the things we don't encourage players to do is to hit the ball after the rally.
Game point saved with Acuña's favorite shot, the forehand pinch winner.
The reason we don't allow them to hit the ball after is if they go to serve and the ball is broken, unfortunately, we would not replay that point.
Well, a little fist pump from Acuña. He's getting into this match now. He's starting to believe.
We got to be careful. There it was again. De La Rosa silences the crowd.
Game point number 2. Great pickup, Acuña. De La Rosa. Oh, that's just too good. Takes the first game, 15-1. Good action to start this match. De La Rosa really raced to a lead, but Acuña fought his way point by point, and you start to think, you know what? Game 2, maybe he's got that belief and he can transition that into a closer second game.
I certainly believe that Acuña now thinks he can play with De La Rosa, having clawed back from just a couple points all the way to 9. So I think we are in store for a very good game 2.
Well, we want to recognize all the many officials and staff who helped to make this tournament work, from the court cleaners you're watching to our officials to people who aren't even here helping to make the IRF what it is. I want to give recognition, for example, to Dean Shear, who's watching on at home. He's responsible for all the anti-doping of the International Racquetball Federation. Such a lot of work involved there, so we thank him and all the people around the world who do the many little things to make these tournaments great. And, you know, speaking of great, Gustavo and Gary Mazeroff, you guys are hosting a tournament in a couple months down in El Paso. Let me pull this up real quick. Talk a little bit about this.
We certainly are. This is our second year of the Binational Racquetball Tournament, El Paso, Texas. And the idea behind it is to bring back racquetball to El Paso. We haven't had a major tournament there in, I want to say, over 15 years. And in conjunction with NMRA and, of course, the El Paso racquetball players, Fort Bliss, which is allowing us to use their facilities. We want to thank them for that. We have 4 beautiful courts that we're going to be playing on, and we hope to attract some of the very good.
Well, sorry, my apologies. Gustavo Farrell has to walk away. He's the director of officials and has been called off. So unusual timing. So I apologize for that. But just if you haven't had the opportunity to go down there, or if you are in the El Paso area, Chihuahua, Juarez, why not come down and have a little tournament, join Gustavo and Gary. I'm going to try and be there myself. Should be a lot of fun. And also get to maybe even play some of these pro players, Montoya, Landa, Gutierrez, and so on. Well, we're back in. I'm not sure what all of this was about, but needless to say, both players on the court. De La Rosa starting with a crisp drive serve, returns better by his opponent Acuña, who we talked about maybe is getting some confidence. Really feel like Acuña has to take his chances when he gets them. Excellent serve. Equally good returns. Little loose from De La Rosa. Again, another great ceiling ball. Oh my goodness, great get, De La Rosa. Oh, well done. Acuña wants that one back. Wasn't a bad shot, but De La Rosa was just there quickly. So you can see on the down at the front of your screen, Arenas is having a discussion with Farrell. Farrell is the director of referees at this tournament. So he's just clarifying something. I'm not exactly sure what. So that would be classified as an official's timeout. I'm sure we'll get that clarification when Gustavo returns. I can't describe how hot and humid it is in here. I can't imagine what it's like on the court. There is no room whatsoever in court number one. The majority Costa Rican fans of Acuña come to watch the Costa Rican number one get a side out at 0-0. Well, just trying to find out the other scores going on. One serving 0. Acuña takes the lead for the first time. What a skip from Acuña and a shake of his head. He wants that one back. And I'm joined again by Gustavo Farrell. Gustavo, can you tell us what that was about?
Yes, Felipe just wanted a clarification. He had already given a warning to Acuña for leaving his eye guards on the floor, which is a possible technical, and the next time that he would do that, he would get the technical. So he did let him know. He can certainly indicate anywhere on the floor where it's wet for Chesky to come in and clean, our expert cleaning man. but he is not allowed to leave his eye guards on the floor, strictly from a safety standpoint in case De La Rosa is hitting the ball around.
Good officiating, really, to just get that clarification, right? I mean, this is how we improve, and there's nothing wrong with taking that official's timeout because you want to get things right. Well, just an update on scores. I asked somebody in the crowd to go check it out. We can't get out of the court here until this match is complete. A sign of how much the Costa Ricans love their racquetball. De La Rosa going to the ceiling. Very patient. That's too good from Acuña.
As we had predicted, this game too is going to be close.
Well, just a quick update. Sebastian Franco won the first 15-14 and they're done. So I don't know the score of game 2, but the assumption is that Franco advances over Carlos Keller from Bolivia. Oh, no, he did not.
An unbelievable shot.
De La Rosa. Such hands. Oh, no, he did not. Acuña says, you know what, I can strike too.
A lot of exchanges here in this the last couple minutes. No points being scored.
Back and forth we go. One serving 2. So an update on Iwasa and Mercado. Iwasa from Canada, Mercado from Colombia. A reminder, they played each other in the round robin. And Mercado won 11-10 in the tiebreaker. Well, guess what? He won the first, Mercado 15-13, and it's 9-9 in game 2.
Wow.
We'll try and keep you updated with that. Great entertainment here. Some of these matches, it's just staggering to believe that they're rounds of 16.
And it's only getting better.
A reminder, of course, that we have doubles starting tomorrow in the elimination. A few rounds of 16 in the men's, but you can catch those draws on internationalracquetball.com. It's going to be a very long day of racquetball, and I'll get you the schedule for our stream as soon as I know it. But I believe we have 7 matches set up for tomorrow. 2 singles for the men, 2 singles for the women. 2 men's doubles and a women's doubles. Women's doubles, we'll see, because there's some rounds that have to be finished early in the morning before we know who. Well, you see Acuña, he doesn't like this call, but Gustavo, it's probably the right call.
I agree, it was the right call. De La Rosa, very quick, he was out of there. Acuña had all the court to swing.
2 serving 1, we've been here a while.
We're starting tomorrow at 9 a.m. and we are Mountain Standard Time here in Costa Rica. Same time as El Paso, Texas.
Well, just a reminder, you know, we start with singles in the morning and then we progress through the day into doubles. You don't want to miss any of these matches. One of the matches, I can't wait, Gustavo. Moscoso, Montoya. Bolivia, Mexico. I cannot wait.
That is going to be an incredible match.
And a point for Acuña. The crowd love it here. Some really high quality racquetball. Back and forth we go in game number 2. Just a reminder, we begin our professional feed tomorrow. 5 cameras on this court. Can't wait to provide you all those angles. should also mention, you know, this is volunteers for the most part in the IRF that support international racquetball. We'll let this rally finish. Beautiful from De La Rosa. We do have a donation page on our website, internationalracquetball.com. We have a fundraising committee. IRF is a nonprofit. It's not an organization that is flush with money, but we use the money wisely to try and improve racquetball. One of those is the fact that we're providing streaming. A few years ago, we didn't have that. A few years ago, we didn't have referees, Gustavo, who are, their trips are covered so that they can come and volunteer their time.
And we've built up a phenomenal group of referees and continue to certify additional ones. There was a technical called there.
Well, why?
It appears that Acuña said a few things on the call where he couldn't get to the ball. He was insinuating that he was blocked, and the words that were used were not well chosen. That's why referee Arenas gave him the technical. A technical is assessed. The serve remains with whoever was serving, a -1 point to Acuña for the technical. There's 3 technicals allowed, and actually
two technicals. The third is disqualification.
Right, third is disqualification, and actually the second technical is one of the discussions I was having with Paola and Fran, and I'll get back to that. If the referee deems that the second technical, perhaps being the same of yelling at the referee or being aggressive to the other player, he can actually end the match right there.
Another great shot from De La Rosa, who's starting to pull away in this second game. Indeed, another example would be 2 technicals for eyewear, hitting the ball without eyewear.
Now the technicals for eyewear, the second technical is an automatic disqualification. That's the only one that's automatic. The others you are allowed 2, with the third being the disqualification.
Oh, that was a great serve. Called short by our official.
Photon.
There's the power of Acuña that we've talked about. He's really worked on that, and he's really improved over the last 12 to 18 months. I spoke with his coaches about a year ago, and they said, you know, very talented individual, but maybe, you know, 2-3 years ago wasn't really committed to the sport. Enjoyed his status here in Costa Rica as a quality player, but could do so much better, and we've seen him really apply himself over the last, like I said, 12 to 18 months, and we're seeing the difference here where he's very competitive against De La Rosa.
Oh, he is definitely improving every tournament I've seen him play, and continuing to get better.
Terrific from De La Rosa. Snap of the wrist on his knees. Incredible power through his forearms and shoulder.
One of the rules that you may or may not be familiar with, our audience, but the players cannot leave the court without approval of the referee, and normally that's just with the call of a timeout. In that case, he just wanted to wipe his brow, had to stay in the court. We want to keep the match going with as few delays as possible.
Get Acuña. Not that time. Another couple of points for De La Rosa. He's playing very calmly within himself, not getting too excited. It seems to be business right now for De La Rosa.
Might not be a bad idea to have them change their shirts.
Officials are entitled to request that referees change their shirts at any point. No timeout is taken. In fact, our director of officials, Gustavo Farrell, is having a little communication with Arenas, and that's what we're going to get. It makes sense, keeps the play going. Players are required to change their shirt. We had a situation in the 2016 final with Rocky Carson, nonetheless. Rocky was playing in the final, and the official instructed him to change his shirt, and he says, "I don't have another one." I'm sorry, you're the four-time world champion. You've been playing in the World Championships and Pan Ams and all these for over a decade, and you didn't bring more than one shirt to the final. So we had the drama of head coach Dave Ellis removing his jersey for Rocky Carson to wear, and of course we have some maybe size issues there. It was hilarious. You can actually see it on our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, look for International Racquetball Federation, and go back to the 2016 World Championships. It was one of the funnier moments I've ever experienced in racquetball. While you're there, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll upload these matches to the channel. You'll be able to watch them again at your leisure. Again, another way that we're kind of exposing people to racquetball.
Well, this should help in keeping the court a little drier.
Smart from De La Rosa. Acuña thought he was going right. Flick of the wrist. Timeout taken by Costa Rica. Probably a good timeout, Gustavo. Down 9-2. A few points away, De La Rosa. You've got the timeouts, you might as well use them.
You have 2 timeouts, one of the rule changes from a couple years ago now, but we're playing 2 serves, 2 timeouts in each game, and 2 minutes between each game. That's helped speed the game up a bit, keep the action going, and I think it's been welcomed by most of all the players. If the players have used their allotted 2 timeouts and they call a 3rd timeout, having been warned they had no more, they could actually be called for a delay of game and receive a technical. I encourage the referees to let the players always know what the status of their timeouts are. Their coaches should be telling them too. That way there's no issues.
Oh, we're back in. It's 9-2. Acuña. Smart. Good timeout, Gustavo.
Excellent call. Yeah. Got to get that momentum back going Costa Rica's way. We are in winter here in Costa Rica, obviously Central America, so it's not that cold, but it's been rainy, cloudy, and cooler evening temperatures.
Gustavo referencing the cooler temperatures outside, not inside. It's pretty warm in here. Everybody's hot. I can't imagine how much water those two are sweating off their bodies as they compete hard. Certainly something to consider as they go into tomorrow, rehydration.
That serve cracked very nicely. No chance of return on that one.
The crowd are into it now, 5 serving 9. One of the things that I'm really impressed with De La Rosa, even though he didn't lose that, he lost that point. Watch how he watches his opponent until the very last, and he actually anticipates where they're going to hit. That's why it looks like he's always in the right place. See him looking at Acuña, waiting for Acuña, guessing where Acuña is going to hit.
He makes it look so easy. In that court, it is so difficult, let me tell you. For those of you that play, you know what I'm talking about.
Acuña back in the service box. Suddenly this place is alive. Oh my word. I'm not sure. Well, oh, here we go. I believe the call was wet ball, and it actually could have been called such. I mean, it really was fast.
I think it was a good call.
Well, wet ball is a replay. De La Rosa thought it was second serve. Oh my word, what a get, De La Rosa. Six serving 9. Gustavo, we have a match.
It's getting good. It's getting warmer up here. Our cleaning crew, Chesky, is working hard this match.
He's been working hard all day, my friend. It's been a busy day on court number 1.
I haven't had the opportunity to be here but for a couple matches, so you've seen him out there.
Well, 7 serving 9. I can't hear myself in these headphones. The crowd is very loud here in San Jose, Costa Rica.
We have a game and the crowd's now getting into it. This is going to definitely work against De La Rosa.
Replay. Or is it second serve? Just a quick update on scores. The one that I know of, Iwasa Mercado. Let's see this rally first. Side out, 9-7. So Mercado won the first, 15-13. Iwasa won the second, 15-10, and now leads 5-3 in the tiebreaker. Winner plays David Bobby Horn from the United States tomorrow, I believe, on our stream. Can't wait for that match. Also, we're going to see Moscoso from Bolivia against Montoya from Mexico. That'll be live on our stream, as well as Martinez, Guatemala, and Salas from Mexico. Some of the other matches, still waiting to get the official confirmation of which ones will be on our stream, but we'll have 7 for you tomorrow. All quarterfinals, all to decide whether someone wins a medal or goes home without. Acuña wants a medal. He's still fighting hard to advance to the quarterfinals. A reminder, if you're just joining us, De La Rosa won the first, 15-9. Acuña serving at 7-9. No, De La Rosa doesn't like it. I thought he got it, Gustavo.
I believe he got it. Calls made. There's no lines people to appeal to. We make the call as we see it.
It's difficult, let's face it.
That's the call that Arenas made, and it stands.
And we're witnessing blistering serves, some incredible shots. It's such a fine line, and so it's always difficult, especially in front of a crowd like this. There's a lot of pressure for referees to get it right without line judges. Acuña doesn't like it, but probably the right call.
In the rule book, that could be considered or called an avoidable. Again, Arenas made the call replay, but Acuña has a right to take the shot. And
wow.
And De La Rosa was there in his way.
Oh, wait. Second serve called. The crowd don't like it.
I think that was...
Hold on. Ooh, I like it. This is well done. What he said, he turned around, spoke to the crowd, and said, the crowd, excuse me, you need to respect me and the players. If you don't, it's a technical against your player. Oh my goodness. 9 serving 9. No timeouts taken by De La Rosa. Acuña in fine form right now. Serving 9. What a crowd. They're really into it now. Oh, 2 bounces called.
That was a good call.
They love their racquetball, the Costa Ricans. Gustavo, I'm surprised De La Rosa hasn't taken a timeout. He's got 2 just to break the momentum and kind of get the crowd back down.
I am too. I'm surprised his coaches haven't.
Oh, that's nice from De La Rosa. I'm not sure what the call is.
Side out.
Acuña was looking for a replay. What great entertainment we all have for you today. Thanks to those of you who've shared our feed. We really appreciate it as we try to expose as many people as possible to this great sport.
I think that was a good call. It was a great rally, a couple of super gets. We're back to wiping the court, though.
Well, while we are in this little break, just want to thank our sponsors of the IRF. eForce, the official racket. Gearbox, the official ball. Of course, we're always interested in businesses and companies who want to support racquetball and what we do, and also allow us to give back to them by promoting their company. Of course, De La Rosa, after that little timeout, takes a timeout of his own. Why not? But you can hear the Costa Rican fans appreciating the effort of Acuña. Struggled a little, I think, in game 1, Gustavo. Maybe a nerves, maybe the pressure of the moment, and started to get into it in game 2. And we talked about, will that give him the momentum into game 2? And it really has, and he leads as De La Rosa serves 9-10.
The intensity that Acuña is showing right now in the court with the crowd behind him, he's got the momentum going his way. And this timeout called by Mexico.
Well, this is a great match. 7:46 in the evening here in San Jose, Costa Rica. Matches started at 9 a.m. 11 hours of racquetball we've had on this court number 1 today. We're going to have it tomorrow as well, so we don't go anywhere. What a serve, De La Rosa. Oh, Acuña just missed it. Good timeout, Gustavo. Slowing the momentum, turning the crowd, settling the crowd down, coming in and executing to tie it up at 10-10.
You could tell with the intensity at which De La Rosa served, he wanted that point to silence the crowd and get the momentum back on his side.
Both of these players very experienced at the international level. Great pickup, De La Rosa. Not that time. Are we going to have a tiebreaker? It's first to 5. De La Rosa sees the end in sight. Acuña says, no, I want to hang around a little bit. I want to take this to the quarterfinals tomorrow. Oh, that's crisp, De La Rosa. Great snap of the wrist on his forehand side.
I do not think De La Rosa wants to go tiebreaker.
Perfect from Acuña. You can see the emotion. He executed beautifully in that point for another side out. Well, the crowd are loving it here, and we are really enjoying providing this coverage. Full of drama and great effort from both these players. High quality match, very fair, competing very hard. It's a great testament to racquetball.
I hope our viewers can appreciate this match as much as we all are appreciating here in San Jose, Costa Rica. 10-10 now in game 2, and Acuña has to serve back. The crowd behind him.
Quick update, tiebreaker, Iwasa Mercado. Iwasa leads 8-3. Reminder, Mercado beat him 11-10. Oh, look at that crack.
Cannot return a crack like that.
Acuña really putting some pop into that serve. Second serve coming up. Loves the Z to the left side. De La Rosa, very calm, very controlled, doesn't get too wound up. 10 serving 11. High quality racquetball from both players right now.
Seems to me that ceiling shot that De La Rosa hit should have been a little bit more aggressive. Acuña is taking everything straight in. Very hard.
Acuña wanted the skip. Good decision by our Colombian official. Great shot from De La Rosa.
That was a good call.
Too easy that time for De La Rosa. Poor return from Acuña. Snap of the wrist from De La Rosa. 11 serving 11. 4 points away from this match, the Mexican. Great pickup, De La Rosa. Oh, that time he did well. Acuña went for the pinch. If he doesn't roll it, De La Rosa's right there.
He did a very good job of covering that shot up. I couldn't see how up it was, but Acuña did not question the call.
Acuña, one timeout remaining. Let's see if he takes it, if De La Rosa wins another point. Acuña puts it down. Quick update, Rosa Mercado, 9 serving 9. 2 days ago, 3 days ago, it was 11-10.
Wow.
Will we get it again? What a match. What a match we have here. It's truly wonderful. And even if you just want to come and spectate, definitely worth experiencing a World Championships, Gustavo.
Certainly enjoying it myself, and as a referee, having worked every day, long days, along with my cohorts, I think that we still enjoy watching and playing the game, and this is why we're here, a match like this.
I want to thank all of the officials and staff who volunteer their time. We are not paid for this. We really just love the sport and want to be a part of something bigger than ourselves.
He went for that crack again. Didn't get it.
De La Rosa. This is short. A replay called. De La Rosa, you know, took the first 15-9. He was ahead quite comfortably for quite a while. Certainly got a test this evening against Acuña. Maybe a little bit surprising for him.
I don't think he expected this kind of a test, that being De La Rosa. Acuña has shown his improvement definitely here on the court today.
Acuña wouldn't be playing De La Rosa, except he lost to Moscoso in the round robin, hence he didn't get one of the top seeds. Moscoso, we saw earlier, defeat his teammate Camacho in 2 straight. I mean, put on a clinic, really just tremendous technique, tremendous power, the ability to hit soft and hard. Guess what? He's playing Montoya tomorrow. You're going to witness some of the fastest racquetball you have ever seen when we stream that match. We hope you stick with us. It's so many great matches.
Not only the power of the speed of the ball, but the speed of the players in the court.
I wish whoever is refereeing that match the best of luck, because following that ball is going to be so difficult. 11-12. Skip ball. No, excuse me. Side out.
That was a good call.
De La Rosa has what he wants, doesn't put it down, gets another look. Oh, that's terrific from Acuña.
Powerful shot by Acuña.
Well, I'm just receiving an update, Gustavo. It was 9-9. The match finished 11-9. In favor of the Colombian Mercado.
Again.
Again. Wow. What a match. So Mercado advances to face David Bobby Horn tomorrow in a match we should, I believe, be streaming. So we hope you stick around for that tomorrow. We start at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Mercado, long match, will need to rest up. He's also playing doubles. Groans from around this crowd. Skip from Acuña. 12 serving 11. Acuña wanted a screen serve. De La Rosa. It will be a replay. I think that's the right call. De La Rosa was going to do something. He changed his mind because Acuña ran across.
It was a good call.
Yeah, certainly not an avoidable.
He was out of the way. He wasn't doing anything to distract him. Just tried to get out of the way, and he did.
Short serve.
Good call by Arenas. They've been on 11-12, 12-11 for a while here.
Another point for De La Rosa. 2 points away from this match. Costa Rica take a timeout. Good timeout from Acuña, you think?
Yes, I think he needs to get this serve back, or the door may be closing very quickly.
Well, you have to be impressed with De La Rosa's control, his composure. He's playing in front of a very partisan crowd in Costa Rica, here in the indoor club in San Jose. And yet he hasn't let it affect him. He's done what he does. Playing quality racquetball, moving around the court extremely well. Yeah, he's made a few mistakes, but so has Acuña. And ultimately, 2 points away from this match. Let's see if he can close it out. Or does the timeout help Acuña? Acuña struggled to win some points over the last 10 minutes or so. But here he comes, 13 serving 11.
It's been a very clean match. Players have both played very well, and being so quick as they are able to get out of each other's way for each of their shots.
Great defense from De La Rosa. And again, and a third time. Finally, Acuña puts it down. Great timeout. He's back in the service box. Terrific defense from De La Rosa, saying, you know what, you got to do better. You've got to do better. You've got to do better. Finally, Acuña puts one down.
That's one of the unfortunate things of this game. When the court gets wet, it needs to be dried for the safety of the players. However, it does prolong the match and take some of the intensity out of it.
But we do what we can. This is the situation we have. This is the sport we play. And we try and make it as efficient as possible. Can't fault these players for flying around the court, trying to get to the quarterfinals.
There was a foot fault there. It wasn't called. His foot was over the...
Not seen by our official. Costa Rican fans here don't really care about that call because Acuña claims another point. Again, great example of a timeout, 2 rallies won. It's now 12 serving 13. Acuña firing a drive serve just short.
Had there been lines judges here and an appeal made, the coaches should have pointed that out and possibly had that call reversed. But we do not start with the line judges until tomorrow, the quarterfinals of the men's single and women's singles competition.
De La Rosa, if he wins, Acuña, if he wins, will be facing Sebastian Franco from Colombia. Glad that he's okay after his fall a couple days ago. Samuel Murray will be taking on Charlie Pratt. Canada versus United States. Great defense from Acuña into the backcourt. Oh my word, what a shot. High quality you're watching here between these two. Back and forth we go. 12 serving 13. Looks like De La Rosa is going to have to change his shirt once again. 12-13. Gustavo, really special match for the Costa Rican fans here. They've seen some, I think it's fair to say they've seen some losses. Camacho kind of took the air out of the Costa Rican fans when Camacho lost to Moscoso, but now they're really seeing what the Costa Rican players can produce with juniors programs, consistent appearances at international events. Now we have Acuña competing against the silver medalist from 2016.
I believe Acuña is their top player right now.
Correct.
And he's showing that. Competing with Daniel De La Rosa, who's in the, I'm certain, the top 5 or.
Well, I mean, he finished in a tiebreaker loss in the final of the World Championships 2 years ago. I think established himself as one of the very best racquetball players in the world, no question, whether it be on the professional tour or at the international level. Also, just a reminder, David Bobby Horn taking on Mario Mercado tomorrow, and Conrado Moscoso will be facing Rodrigo Montoya. Oh, what a hit, Acuña. De La Rosa. Oh, De La Rosa, what a get. What a rally. Oh, my word. De La Rosa, terrific play. Acuña, terrific play. What a rally. Oh, no. Wait. Did Acuña get a technical?
Yes, he did. He was warned for not putting the glasses down on the floor, and that is a technical.
Well, hold on. Gustavo, I think you're needed. So we're just getting clarification here. Wow, there's so much drama. So I think this is the second technical. The second same technical. Go down there. Well, high drama here in San Jose, Costa Rica. Looks like our director of officials, Gustavo Farrell, is going down to the court to have a discussion. Acuña received a technical, and I think the discussion was that the technical was, there were two technicals for the same thing. Looks like we're continuing. Mexico, if I was Mexico, I might ask for a rules clarification. But needless to say, we're continuing. Should be an avoidable hinder. Acuña doesn't like that call. What drama here. Oh, that's smooth from De La Rosa. 14 serving 11. Saw it all the way. Came up for the match point. These technicals have really cost Acuña. Oh, what a shot from De La Rosa. Wide angle, great match. Terrific effort from both players. Ultimately, it's the #2 seed who claims it. 15-9, 15-11. Well, my name is Tim Baghurst. Thanks to Gustavo Farrell for his insight in this match. Just a reminder, we're back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. 7 matches on this court. Incredible action we're going to see. Always appreciate your support. But until tomorrow, good night.